Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about pressure washers, and in particular this Evolution P80. This is the top of the line. This is the top creme de la creme with all the ergonomics that you all want and all that sort of stuff. Really nice. We'll do a live unboxing on this. Now, if you want an idiot's guide to AVA, about 2 years ago we did some promotional stuff with them where they sent me every single unit in their range, and we basically, you know, told you all about those machines. And I couldn't keep them all because it was too many to keep, not enough space. So I had to sort of look at those and decide, you know, which ones do you really want to keep? And I thought that unit, that little Go unit, is brilliant. You know, you've heard me kind of raving about it. It's just a little unit that you turn on and off, and it has a heavy duty hose, and you can use their standard guns with it, or I've got my SGS connected to it. See there, the little adapter. It's a great little system that is. I've got my little long bar there, and it's great. And I do most of the stuff with that. The Smart, which is their first entry-level upright, I gave that to Lou, who you've seen on the channel, on the caveat that if I'm ever doing a video and I need it, I can go and get it back off of him, just shoot the video, and then he can have it back. Same with Ollie and the Easy machine, which is a new machine they brought out. Now, AVA, about 2 years ago, I believe, had a problem, maybe not quite 2 years ago, but whenever we did that video, have a problem with these things sometimes blowing fuses, like boom, blowing a fuse in the plug. They were drawing too much power. It was in the UK, and it wasn't really a problem in the machine. They weren't really compatible, I don't think, with the UK power system or whatever. So they put a fix in place, and I was testing that fix for AVA on this unit out here, and it was fine. Absolutely used that unit forever with that fix, never had a problem. It's just a shell now. I've taken the thing out. So what I wanted to do is, because I preferred the Evo unit, James gave me a shell for an Evo, a P80 Evo, and I tried to transfer the motor. I managed to do it. The motor out of that, I transferred it into that machine. I was quite proud of myself that I actually managed to do it, because it wasn't as simple as I thought it was. But by the time I got it all done and I got it all back together, it didn't all kind of like go back together all nice and sweet and like, you know, like putting a clock back together. I was kind of like, the shell was kind of not quite back together all right, and I was having to force it a little bit. And then when I turned it on, it didn't sound right. So James said to me, yeah, we won't mess around, John, I'll just send you another unit, which is great. So, because I want to use this, like, it's got loads of power, and I've got loads of patio in my house, you know, patio running all the way around the back of the house, and a big patio out the front that needs pressure washing. And it, you know, and I want to be able to do all of this stuff up here. Look at that, and do all these and clear out your drains and stuff. Because when you start using your pressure washer like that, they start paying for themselves. Because typically once a year I'll pay someone to go and clear all the gutterings out and scrub it all and blast it down, and they'll charge, you know, 150 to 200 quid. Well, if you do it yourself, you just paid for half your pressure washer. So, you know, that's the whole point of having these, is that you can maintain your own house and patio and save money. So let's open this thing up then, guys, and see what you're actually getting. Now, it's really interesting as well, because we've all got our opinions on all of this stuff. I did a video about a year ago where I gave really deep dive on AVA and, you know, real deep dive on all these machines they've got and everything. And my opinion was that they should really cut down to 3 machines. The Evo, this one here, the Go Easy, the little portable one, so the P80 Evo, the P55 Go thing, and their new Smart machine. And they should get rid of the Master, which is the one out there, and what was the other one? The Smart, the original upright, which is kind of competes a little bit with the Easy. Confused? I am. That's 5 machines they've essentially got in their domestic lineup. But each machine has like a P80, P70, P60, for example, in this Evo. Or maybe with the Go, it's got a P40, a P45, a P55 or whatever. P45, P50, P55. You get it. It's complicated. It's so complicated. So I would just have Evo, Smart, Easy. No P's. Just give the top of the line. So keep the P80, keep the P60, Easy, and the P55 Go. 3 machines, done. At the moment, they have got 5 machines, Evo, Master, Smart, Easy and Go, and then 3 iterations or P numbers within each machine. So that's 3 times 5. They've got 15 machines. And there's different bundle options as well. So the complexity of having to handle and do the order handling for all of that, and the complexity on the customer about what's all these numbers, which one do I want, is a bit too high. So I just love simplification. I spoke to James about that. Interestingly, he was like, here's something that's really important. You have to assemble this. Whereas the Master, you take it out of the box and it's done, essentially. Okay? I was thinking, that's no big deal. But they know more about this than I do. And I think some people, it's beyond them to build the machine. You only got to put the reel on it. You haven't got to like build it all, you know. Well, we'll find out in a second. So that wasn't a big deal to me. I would just, you know, that wouldn't stop me getting rid of anything. Yes, I don't know. What's going on with AVA? They speaking to James, they've had interesting times. Some stuff going on with the company behind the scenes that I'm not sure, I don't know if I can talk about or not, but exciting stuff, good positive stuff. And in the UK, they'd taken a big chunk of market share from Karcher, who are the biggest kind of domestic pressure washer seller, aren't they? Had free reign over it all for many years. But yeah, I've spoken about Karcher, you know. I don't like their K2s, I don't like the K4s too much, don't know about the K5s. Their K7 was very good though, brilliant machine that was for 350 quid. It's not normally 350 quid, but I got some deal on it. It was a really good deal. My mum's got that machine, wasted on her. So let's have a look at all this stuff. So we open her up, got a good bar there. So while you're in setting your machine up, anyone comes and gives you any hassle, that's a metal bar. It's light, but you could really do some damage around that if you catch them around the head with it. Like, keep going. Sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away. So we've got like a metal bar there. That is your extension arm, which also, you'd think these plastic things are flimsy, but no, you could also do some damage with that. Get someone over the head, catch them off guard, bang. Yes, that is heavy duty. You really whack someone with that. And here's the cool thing about AVA, is that you actually get a proper snow foam gun, you know, like a proper thing. Like, look at that. That is, I mean, that's got metal impellers and the flask will be in there somewhere. And this is a good snow foam gun. And you get it for free. They need to update their packaging because that's the old one with the plastic impellers. James told me all of the new systems come with their new snow foam gun for free. Which is brilliant, isn't it? That's a 40 quid snow foam gun. Right. So far so good. Get rid of that. Right, now it looks like we've got the main machine. Still fighting off this horrid viral chest infection. Wow. Absolutely knocked me flying for 6. I'm still coming back, but on the way. Right, so what we want to do is try and get, I don't think I'm going to have the strength to do this. I'm going to need 2 hands. Normally that would be a one-handed job with my Herculean strength. But yeah, I'm like Samson after he's had an haircut. Let's get this out. Right in the old bread bin. Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, it smells really new. Whoa. Oh, you little beauty. So what we're going to do, just wheel that out there. You're going to need a bit of strength. Okay, make sure there's nothing in there. Here we have the hairs. Put that down there. And here we have some accessories. There's another box of accessories in here as well. Right. Out with the bad air. In with the good. In, out. In, out. Right. Come with me. So we're getting this thing unboxed, guys. This is what you'd have to go through. Kind of like this stuff when it's cool. This is like a toy. You know, when you're young, you know, in your 20s, life's all about going out, getting drunk, having fun, experiences. You get to my age, you're too tired, you've done all that. So life's all about unboxing things. This is my beer. So there is the, forgive the deep breathing. Just, you can hear how sensitive my chest is. That's the flask. I think they should give away the litre bottles with this. But you can buy these. You can buy these, just these. I think in a litre. I think James was saying they're not expensive, so you can upgrade if that's, you know, without having to spend all the money on the Lance. And they've kept that at a full litre. So if you do upgrade, but I just think, go on, give them, go on, give them the full bottle. Go on. Go on, just makes it, it's another reason to get this over a Karcher, where I don't think Karcher know what a snow foam is, let alone give you one for free. Another thing with these AVA machines, you get, is that a different reel design? No, it's not. You get heavy duty hose reel, you get heavy duty. So it's like, you know, you could tread on that, you could smack it with a sledgehammer. Rather than those plasticky ones. They've gone to a plasticky one with the Easy machine though. And I'd imagine that's just because of cost, to try and compete, you know, be competitive on price. Because this isn't cheap, is it? That's not cheap. That snow foam Lance isn't cheap. So you've got to try and compete with what, you know, they've got to try and compete with Karcher really, haven't they? They're never going to be cheaper than Karcher. But they've got to be in the same ballpark, and give you a load more. What is this bit here? Get out of it. Is this a patio washer? Is it? Don't know what this is. It'd be great if that is a patio washer. What is it? Oh, okay. No, that's the top tray. So that's the top tray of the unit, which is another reason why I want the Evo, because it's more set up to keep your tools off of the ground, so you're not bending over all the time, picking things off the ground. You can keep your Lance hooked up there. This is up at height. This is up at waist height. So your Lance will be at waist height. Your nozzles are at waist height. You know, you can keep your gun at waist height. You can keep the bar. Even they've got two holders for the bar, so you can keep the bar horizontal, so you haven't got to bend down. Now, of course, for premium athletes like myself, not a problem. But some of the guys that buy this are in their 70s and 80s, can barely move, let alone bending over without farting. So it's for the less athletic. You also get a pretty cool gun with it, don't you? These guns here, what's that? It's locked at the bottom somehow. Press the little button here to unlock it. That's to stop you shooting yourself. Shooting, I said. And they've got this lightweight trigger thing there, so you know, you haven't got to put as much pressure to actually keep the trigger from popping off, so it's less hand fatigue. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, and it's pretty heavy duty. And you're getting that for free. So you're getting a gun for free. So you don't have to go and spend 75 quid on the SGS gun that I've got in there, which, yes, the SGS gun is better and more heavy duty and it's got quick release on it. But it's not free, it's 75 quid. So nowadays, I talked about this in another video. Excuse me. You could spend 75 quid on the gun and you can spend 60 or 70 quid on the snow foam lance. But you get a viable snow foam lance and a viable gun thrown in. And that P55 unit, they were doing a deal on that where you could get it for 155 quid. So it was really good. They're never going to do that deal again. I spoke about that on another video. They're never going to deal with that. That deal will never happen again. Too cheap. Too cheap, and I think they literally sold out the whole warehouse very rapidly. So yeah, good deals. Right, so we've got to put all this stuff together. Now we're on the complex bit. So do I need to read a manual? I kind of understand how this all goes because I've done it before. Yes, I understand how the power cord goes. So we'll do the power cord first because that's going to be easy. Let's get this thing off here. There we go. Get off. Right, so power cord is going to be very simple. Let's just set that down. You can see all this. Get power cord out the way. Get this off. Underneath that tape, there is a doodah. You can never have too many doodahs. Now, power cord. This is one of the reasons I like this unit. It's got power cord management on it. So when you finish, you just tuck your power cord in there, I think, and then you just wind it in. Right? Is that how it goes? This way, I think. You want the hose to go in there. That's it. Yeah, it's all a bit. The cable needs. You know, the cable's all new, so it needs to be like. You know, it needs to be. Oh, hold on. You're going to want to put that through there, aren't you? Yes. Feed that through. You won't have my genius. I remember that when I was messing around with the machine. Right, push all that in. Put that in there. Hook that in there. Right, let's tighten this up. Problem we're going to have is all of this lead. You need a bit of tension on this just to. That's better. Hopefully you can see all this. Once I get this wound on, it should sort of change its shape a little bit, you know what I mean? Just bear with me. Okay, there we go. Let's wind that in. And wind that in. Okay. Could have done a bit of a better job there, John, but that'll do. Subsequent times that should get easier. Right, that's that bit done. Okay, now we need to build it. Okay, let's put this rubbish away. Excuse me. Oof. Now, let's pick this thing up. We've got the instructions over here. What's that mean? What does that mean? Oh. Okay, don't have it coiled like, yeah, okay. Yeah. The magnetic, the Einstein effect of the coil, you know. I'm doing this without reading the manual as well, which is always dangerous. Right, now let's try and get this bit here done. So hopefully you got a good view down there, guys, of the machine here. Here it is. Let's go wide pan. Okay. Right. So, in there, that is going to go like that. Yep. Okay. Oh, there must be some little screws somewhere. Let's try and find those little screwsies. Oh, there's a box over here, isn't it? Let's open those up. You can see what we get in here, guys. So let's just pop that there for the time being. Decent snow foam lance, that is. Oh yeah, okay, I know what all this stuff is. So here's our screws that we want to put on with a little bit of pressure. That's our, you know, our garden hose input. Don't know what that is. Right. Oh, okay, so we've got some clips there. That's the clip for the hose, the heavy duty hose. So we need 3 of these. Oh, are they different? No, they're all the same. So take 3 of these, spin this round here, and we'll fit these screws in here. I was going to say I use my own torque sets a bit better because they're magnetised. Okay, that's one. We'll come around here so you get a better view of all this. Oh. Sweating. There's 2. This is 3. Right. That on the bottom already has, should really refer to the manual, but see, it's such a push fit that is, and that runs up here, and that goes in there, you know. Okay, good. Should have been an engineer. You are an engineer, John. Don't put yourself down. Right. Oh, let's just think about this. So that's going to be that way round. That's got to be up here like that. That's it. And then we've got to snip that off. Oh, okay. So that's going to be screwed. It's got to be on the bottom. Could be a bit fiddly. Okay. Okay. Good, good. That goes in there, like that. So hopefully you can see that. Ooh, that hasn't dropped down a little bit. So I think we're going to need the pin. So that goes in there. And then the pin should tap in. That looks tight. There we go. So that's got to go back over here. When you clip that, that should lock it. Yeah. When you unclip it, that should unlock it. You can give yourself a little bit more slack there. So as long as you've got enough room to turn that, that's fine. Yeah, get that pushed in a little bit. Right, let's get, oh, that's good. It's got a brace on it. That's in, so that goes there like that. Oh, and then we take get that tightened up. Am I being daft here? Oh, I've been daft. I've been daft, haven't I? It's going to be the three that are in there that are going to do that. Of course it is. You daft git. Okay. So I'm just demoing. The reason you follow the instructions when doing this. Because if you don't, you'll end up having to undo some bolts and put them back in. Like a right wally. That's okay though. I'm going to keep going. This will take as long as it takes. I'm sweating. Why didn't I stick with the master? It comes all assembled. Okay. I thought it was going to do that. Right, so screws. So you actually put this plate in first, then screw it in. Which kind of makes sense. Makes sense now. Okay. My God, I'm sweating. It's the first bit of real exertion I've done for weeks because of this virus. England are playing tonight, guys. Who's watching? England. Not sure we know what our best team is yet. But Bellingham seemed to be playing really well, which is good. Right, so that's all in now. Now what I want to do is focus you now. Focus on the top. Clamp this in. The little screw here. I think this is pretty intuitive as well. Yeah, pretty intuitive. But this is quite a lot of assembly. I do see, I kind of get it. I get it. I don't listen very well. James was telling me that the pre-assembly thing was a big deal to people, so they go for the master. But you only got to do it once, guys. You only got to do it once. What's wrong with you? Come on. I kind of like doing this. It's like doing the old IKEA flat pack. It's the challenge. Right. I've got to have a heart attack. So let's see if that goes in. Does it need to go that way? That way. There we go. Right, so we're not fully in there yet with that, are we? Interesting. Interesting. I have to play around with that bit later on. I'll read the manual. Okay, we're getting there. Top piece now. Okay, how many screws for this? At least one. That goes in quite nice. Can't just be one screw though, can it? Surely. It is. Don't call me Shirley. Okay, there we go. I think I'm nearly there. So I probably made, just get that nice and tight. I think I made harder work of that than I needed to. But I also think, I didn't know, it wasn't difficult. That's it. So, you can put this gun on here. That gun's going to go in there, I think. Does it go down there? Yeah. Bar. Oh, there's another. What's that for? Was there another? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this twirly nozzle here can only go on this. So they don't want you putting, oh, okay, because it comes off there. So that has to stay. So you've got, to put a metal clip which comes here into this arm. To be fair, every little diagram of everything you need to do is there. Let's just pull that out a little bit. Give that a little tappy tappy. Even with that, we'll do it. I'm doing that the right way around. Yes, I am, yes. Get something a bit. Get rid of that. Get a slightly bigger tapping machine. Yeah, you want that in when you do the tapping though, John. Come on. engage that brain. Why can't I get hold of that? Okay. Alright, should be in enough for me to be able to pull. Oh yeah, that's got this funny, there we go. Right, so I can get hold of this now and tap it properly. There we go. Doesn't need a heavy amount of force, but I can tap it right in. There you go. So, extension arm is in. Might as well, we'll keep that up top. So you can keep the extension arm up here, or you can keep it down here. I think when you're stowing the item, obviously it's nice to go there, you know. So that can come off. That can come off. We'll find out where that goes. Some sort of nozzle. Is that for tightening this up? What's that for? I'll find out. So that's your other spray jet for cars, and that's the twirly nozzle for patios, okay? Don't use that on cars, unless you like ripping paint off. Okay, then that's the piece. It just screws onto the bottom down here. There it goes. Don't think you need to do that especially tight, but that'll do. So hose on, and our snow foam lance goes here. Done. Just got to find out what that's for, and read the manual. So what was that? 15 minutes to set up? 15? Don't know. If I could have my time again, I could do it quicker. And that's without reading the manual. Now obviously, don't attempt to do that without reading the manual. A lot of you watching do not have the instinct and engineering skills and strength and raw strength that comes into it. No, you can do it. You can do it. I just got to read the manual, do some due diligence, test it all and all, make sure I've put it all together and properly and all that. I don't want anything rattling, or I've got a couple of bolts missing, not missing, but I've got to figure out if they give you some spares or what they're for, find out where they go, make sure they're in. Yeah, lovely unit, guys, lovely unit. Love the form of this. I'll probably keep this bit here locked because I don't like that sort of, I don't think it, well, maybe it does, maybe it's good. But I tend, what you want to do when you're using these is set it all up, reel it all out, so it goes around the car and then you're ready to go. Don't ever pull them when you want to. Don't start using them with them reeled in and take the gun out and try and walk them out, because then you'll end up pulling the machine over and all that sort of stuff. So always take them out. I told you that many, many years ago, top tip. And it's a tip that I need to follow myself, because if you don't follow it, you pull the machine over, or you do whatever, you do stupid things, don't you? You get stuck under the wheels with the cords, cables. Heavy machine this. You'll struggle to topple it over. Here's some things. I would love to modify mine, because if you could make a steel tray that bolts on here, so you could put a little block of wood in here or a piece of plastic, drill through, rivet it on, so you have a bigger tray. So you've got a larger, so you can maintain, keep these holes because you want those for these things, but have a larger area, and you could put your nozzles there, you could put your wash mitt there, all sorts of stuff. So that could be a good way of modding. I'd like to do that. Forgive my stomach rumbling, guys. It's all part of the virus passing through. That sweat's good. It's all, again, virus stuff. I just need to check this as well. I think I've got this right. I just need to check that I've got that little handle bit right. And because there's a way of locking it, I think. You pull it in and it locks, so you can't do it anymore. The P80 it's an absolute, it's an absolute beast. You got to be careful with it. Obviously, very careful when you're using the shotgun. Don't point it at yourself and all that sort of stuff. But it's going to be great. And the cool thing I'm looking forward to testing and using is this thing here, which is, it goes 4 meters long, and it's a telescopic lance with a gun, and you can attach the bottle on it. It's got the old Duff bottle, I think, with I don't know actually, don't know how it works, but it's just I think it's just a feed bottle, so it's not like a snow foam lance, but it allows you to fill your gutters up with liquid, and then change the angle so you can blast down into your guttering, blast out with your guttering. Look, control it there. So yeah, look, for doing all that soffits and stuff. 4 meters is what it looks like. 4 meters. It will be enough for me to get up there. Which should save me a packet. So actually, I think I did get that right. Because look, it's out on this one as well. So how does it, I think you've got to find the right place and then it will go in. Yeah, you see? Okay, so I think I've got it right. There we go. Good to have some spares. Okay guys, I hope that's given you an idea. And yeah, there is our assembled P80 AVA Evolution. There we go. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon on the Forensics Detailing channel.